Have you ever wondered why it's so hard to stay focused on your goals, yet so easy to binge watch Netflix or scroll endlessly on social media? It's not just a lack of discipline, it's your brain's dopamine system being hijacked. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that drives motivation, but modern society has rewired it to crave instant gratification, quick hits from social media, junk food, and video games. This is why hard work feels boring, while distractions feel addictive. But what if you could rewire your brain to crave hard work instead? What if you could wake up excited to take on challenges, push through discomfort, and actually enjoy the grind? In this video, we'll break down the science of dopamine, how modern distractions are sabotaging your motivation, and a step-by-step blueprint to reprogram your brain to seek effort over ease. By the end, you'll have the tools to make hard work feel as rewarding as instant gratification. So let's get started. Understanding dopamine and motivation. What is dopamine? Dopamine is a neurotransmitter often called the feel-good chemical. However, its primary role isn't about pleasure, but motivation and reinforcement. It helps us pursue rewards and influences how we perceive effort. When dopamine levels spike, we feel more driven to take action. Role of dopamine in motivation and effort. Dopamine plays a crucial role in goal-oriented behavior. It increases when we anticipate rewards, driving us to act. This is why we feel excited about a challenge, but often struggle to sustain that motivation if the reward isn't immediate. Reprogramming dopamine means shifting our perception so that effort itself becomes rewarding. Why we crave easy dopamine activities that offer instant gratification, social media, junk food, binge watching, hijack our dopamine system, making hard work feel dull in comparison. Since these activities provide quick dopamine bursts with little effort, our brain begins craving them over sustained, effort-based rewards. How modern society hijacks dopamine. Instant gratification versus delayed rewards. Instant gratification activities, scrolling Instagram, eating fast food, or watching YouTube videos, offer quick dopamine hits without effort. In contrast, delayed rewards, e.g., studying for an exam, building a business, require sustained effort before dopamine is released, making them harder to pursue. How social media, gaming, and junk food rewire our brains. Social media, likes and notifications create micro-dopamine hits, reducing our attention span. Video games provide clear challenges and rewards, but condition us to expect fast-paced dopamine. Junk food, high sugar and fat trigger quick dopamine spikes, leading to addiction-like cravings. The dangers of excessive passive consumption. Over time, passive dopamine stimulation weakens our ability to work hard. If our brain is constantly flooded with easy dopamine, we lose the motivation to pursue long-term goals that require sustained effort. The science of dopamine reprogramming, neuroplasticity, and habit formation. The brain is plastic, meaning it adapts to how we use it. If we constantly seek easy dopamine, our brain reduces sensitivity to effort-based rewards. By consciously reshaping our dopamine habits, we can train our brain to seek fulfillment in effort. Dopamine detox. Myth versus reality. Dopamine detox doesn't mean eliminating dopamine, but rather resetting sensitivity by cutting out passive consumption. This allows our brain to rewire itself to find joy in productive activities. The role of effort-based dopamine release. Hard work triggers gradual dopamine release rather than instant spikes. Studies show that the brain rewards persistence, meaning the longer we engage in difficult tasks, the more enjoyable they become over time. Step-by-step guide to craving hard work. Reducing passive dopamine triggers. Limit social media. Set strict time limits. Cut out processed dopamine sources. Reduce junk food and excessive entertainment. Engage in deep work. Focus on tasks that require extended concentration. Training your brain to enjoy effort and struggle. Frame effort as rewarding. Remind yourself that struggle leads to long-term fulfillment. Use a challenge-based mindset. View difficulties as opportunities rather than obstacles. Start small. Build momentum with micro-tasks before taking on big projects. Practical techniques for reprogramming dopamine. The power of micro-wins. Small accomplishments trigger dopamine, reinforcing motivation. Set tiny, achievable goals that build momentum. How to set up rewards for hard work. Use variable rewards, e.g., sometimes rewarding yourself, sometimes not, to keep motivation high. Make progress visible, e.g., tracking study hours or workouts. Developing a challenge-seeking mindset. Reframe discomfort as growth. Train in high-effort activities, e.g., endurance sports, deep study sessions. Seek voluntary hardship to build resilience, e.g., cold showers, fasting, difficult tasks. Case studies and real-life examples. Stories of high achievers who reprogrammed their dopamine. Elon Musk works 80-plus hour weeks, trained his mind to thrive under stress. David Goggins uses extreme endurance training to rewire his brain for effort-seeking behavior. Jocko Willink practices extreme discipline to associate struggle with reward. Neuroscientific experiments on motivation and effort research shows that delayed rewards lead to higher dopamine sensitivity, making long-term effort more enjoyable. Conclusion and final tips. Recap of key strategies. Reduce passive dopamine sources. Train your brain to associate effort with reward. Use delayed gratification to strengthen motivation. Start small and build momentum through micro wins. How to make this a lifelong habit. The more often you choose effort over ease, the stronger the habit becomes. Adjust as needed. Regularly reassess and refine your approach. Seek growth. Constantly challenge yourself to avoid falling back into instant gratification traps. Avoiding common mistakes. Expecting immediate results. Dopamine reprogramming takes time. Quitting too soon. Stay consistent for at least 60 to 90 days to see real change. Not tracking progress. Keep a journal to stay accountable. By following these principles, you can rewire your dopamine system to crave hard work, seek challenges, and achieve peak performance in any area of life.